Andrew Maga, Kamusta, James and Ness. No, that's Noe. She's enjoying a bit of sun in our backyard. Yeah, I'm going to put a bit of topsoil on top of that three-way mix I had there, and some lawn seed. I haven't mowed it yet. There's a reason for that, so we're just letting that grow a bit. Well, the pond's up and running and flowing good. Happy with the flow and that, and it runs really great, which is good. Put a little rock over the top there. Sort of changed it a bit around, even here. I do, where the black lining is, I do have to put some more rocks there. I'm just haven't had the chance to get down and get some. But, we'll do that. Now, where I had the problem, James. As you can see, when it's flowing, it's good. It flows really nice down there. And when it stopped, the water subsides here, drops, and even to this little pond here drops. But I'm not too worried about that, because while it's flowing, all the creek's flowing, it looks good. It's come up alright. That's that problem I think I can fix by resealing. There's a join just near that, where those pebbles are, and the other join is under there. Been pretty sealed, which is good. I sealed up near where the rock is underneath the tree branch there. I've got a couple more tree branches which I'm going to put in, but it's starting to look effective. It's doing okay, but that's not the issue. The issue now is, as you can see, it's flowing really good down here, through down to this little pond here, which is good, and down there into that little pond. It sort of goes all the way up to the big pond up the back there. So I was having basically my issues there around this little part here, and sealing and trying to keep the water sitting high. It does drop, but I think that's because the water flow goes down to the pond down there. So I'm not too worried about that at the moment. We'll sort this out. As you can see, it's flowing pretty good. It's running great. Pond's holding a fair bit of water, which is good. I've had to re-fix all the lining and that around the pond. Now, what my brother was telling me was this. I have a small pump in this bulk container. Now, what my brother was telling me, James, was this: that clear pipe, the connection off the pump inside this bulk container, if we took the clear pipe out of this bulk container and the black pipe out and connected them both together and just let the one pump system in the pond, which is just below that tree branch. Pump water into that clear, which the pump in the pond flows out of that clear pipe, and the pump inside the bulk container, which is that one there, and as you can see the water level's down a bit, but it seems to be okay at the moment, so not too worried there. But he reckons that the connection on that, we can connect to that clear pipe and do away with this and let the water flow out of the pond and into that black pipe. That was the issue that he thought that would be we didn't need. Another train going through, must be the 820. So that was the main issue there. He just thinks that we can do away with the pump that's in this bulk container and do away with this bulk container and run that clear pipe into the black pipe, and the water flow out of the pond will go straight up to the pond up the top without having to refill it all the time. So, and keep it running, which I tend to agree with him in some way. It seems to be might be a good idea, but anyway, hold that thought. Now it's looking pretty good. I'll do a pH level, James, on the pond before I put goldfish in. I'm thinking of going the smaller goldfish, you know, the little tiny ones, plus a couple of little smaller goldfish. So as you can see, the circulation, the running of the pond looks good, and got a nice treacle there coming down through there. I was going to fix that area, but I think I might leave it. What do you reckon? Anyway, but it's flowing good and the water's holding okay, and the water flows all right up there. So you know, that was just basically my main problem in between that little waterfall up there and those rocks, that first lot of rocks there, because when you turn the water off, the water goes down, not fast, just slow. So I might have to seal it with a sealer, and we'll see. But that's not my main issue now. Basically I'll do that, and my brother's coming around tomorrow to give me a hand with it, and we'll see how things are going. As you can see, that's where the pipe is. The train's going through again into Sunbury. But this is what happens when it sort of overflows. But my brother reckons that if we got rid of that bulk container, joined that clear pipe to the black pipe, the water flow from the pond through the clear pipe will go into the black pipe and run straight back up to the pond up there. So it'll recirculate that way. Just giving you another angle, James, and this. That's the back. I've got a few spots up there by the look of it to cover the plastic. It runs all the way and does really nice. It's going really good. I'm enjoying having this now, which is great. Before I was starting to get really annoyed because things weren't going well, but just near those pebbles here, where they end to the rock there and that little pool there. When you turn off the water, it slowly goes down, but I think that's because the backyard's on a bit of a slant, so I suppose the waterfall is, the way the water runs is probably the reason why it sort of, when you turn it off, it drops back. I'm not losing as much water now as what I was before when I first did it, but yeah, I might have to have a look there and see what's going on. That's why I haven't put stones there, James, and there, just see how things go for the moment. But that's another view, mate, all the way down to there. I'm going to get some more reeds. I did buy some. As you can see, Snowy likes to walk around, have a sniff, see what's going on. Yeah. Little bit overfed dog, aren't you, Snow? Hey? Needs a walk. Oh, we'll do that today. Made a little garden bed here. There, Snowy, and I'm not planning to do anything there, just leave that as it is. But it seems to running good now, which is great. I've seemed to have the water flow doing okay. When you first get it up and running, you have to use the hose up the top there to start off the flow, but it's only about 10 minutes, and as you can see where the dark lining is on that rock over there, or those rocks over there, sorry, that's the level when you have the hose on, it lifts to. I did want it up that high, but now I think it looks better like this. What do you reckon? But yeah, but that's the main thing my brother was thinking, that if we connected that clear pipe out of there and disconnected the pump and joined them both together, the water from the pond will flow through the black pipe and then back up to the pond up there, and we wouldn't need this big bulk container at the back. Just give me a bit of your feedback on what you reckon on that, mate. James, thanks. Me and Snowy are going to sign off now. It's a beautiful day. All the plants are growing down there. The cactus is doing good down there. I did have another cactus just at the other end of the corner, but I've transferred it over to behind there. So it's starting to look a lot better now. But yeah, that's what happens when it overflows. Gets too much water and it goes sort of sideways, James. Anyway, these plants are coming back, which is good. Snowy's having a bit of a rest. I'm gonna start landscaping soon and get it all up looking nice. Put a few more cactuses in. But as you can see, the bulk container's gone over because I think I let the pond overflow a little bit, and she's gone thing because I had to dig a hole, put that in first. Not too worried about when I take it out, and if I take it out, whether I'm going to put some plants there instead. So what I might do is disconnect it and get another hose piece, and so it's taking it off the pump. I'll get another hose connection today, and I'll try that. It's just a matter of pulling the both pipes out and connecting them both together, so we'll try that and see how that goes. But now I'm really happy about the flow and everything now, so that's all good. It's just when it was excuse me, when it was shaking off cold, guys. It's just when I turn it off, the water recedes back. So, but it's still where the pebbles are. Hang on. Where the pebbles are, it just recedes back to there when the water flow goes down a bit. So I suppose I shouldn't worry too much, but you know, the water flow's going okay, and the bulk container's pretty well much through. Just under the pump there. I'll show you what I mean before I turn off. That's at a trickle there, which is okay. I'm happy with. The water flow's good. I'm also happy with. And especially there. Sorry about the camera getting away. I'm trying to get out of the shadow. But that's how much water is now left in the bulk container, which is on an angle, and the flow in there is pretty good and the flow out pretty good. So if I disconnect that and then reconnect it to that clear tube, I probably shouldn't have a problem, because it's flowing really good, and it'll push straight up to the pond, so I probably won't really need this bulk container. So I'm pretty happy with that, James. It's just that little area, because it goes down, as you can probably see. I'm holding the camera straight. It does tend to go down a bit to my right, a bit from where that, what I call a pig log, because it's got 2 feet at the back and the eye at the top with a, but you know, looks like a bit of a disjointed piggy. But yeah, I think because the creek bed goes down a little bit on a slight angle, that's why the water tends to, when you turn it off, tends to recede down back to the pond. So I probably really shouldn't worry too much. It's probably not a matter of resealing. It's probably just that it's on that acute angle. Anyway, mate, I'm gonna let you go. I've talked enough. Typical Australians, we talk a lot. And geez, that yucca's got tall. It was only a baby when I put it in. I've got a couple of others. I've got one down behind the lady there, which I call my island princess. That would actually look nice in the pond, sitting on a rock. It's a thought. Maybe even at the other end of the pond. I don't want too much in it though. It's looking alright now, so I'm happy with it. In the garden, just worked on this bit of a garden here yesterday and got that all looking nice. So just a matter of landscaping, mate, and getting to look better now. Anyway, mate, this has been Scott Expat in the Philippines. We with my lovely dog, Snowy. CJ and Arlene are both asleep. Actually, they might be awake now. So it's Snowy. This is actually a lime tree, and that's a blueberry, which I need to put some water in. And that's our lemon tree. I'll put it there because it gets better sun there. Anyway, mate, for me and Snowy, sorry it was a long video, but we'll catch you later. Have a great day, mate. You and Ness, take care. Bye.